Hey guys, Jim here. Great to be back with you. I've had a little bit of downtime lately, and I apologize for that. Just moved halfway across the country and got settled into a new house and all kinds of stuff. You might notice that my lighting is slightly different here. I now have my home office back and set up a larger area here, so hopefully the lighting will be conducive to making my YouTube videos hopefully at least half as well as they are for my photography. What I want to show you here is something quite a bit different. You guys might remember last year I was able to show you my coin claw made by Serge Panchenko, and this is still one of the damn coolest little knives I've ever owned. Definitely different, definitely a little bit of a curio. It's not your standard everyday carry, but it's something that's artistic and cool, and it really shows a unique expression of what a knife can be. And that's kind of what we're going to have right here. Typically, I have zero interest in a non-locking knife. I'm not a big friction folder fan, and I'm not really a micro knife fan anymore. There has been a time in my life where I enjoyed them. They fit a need that I had, but I really don't have that need anymore. That is until I got my hands on this. Serge sent this out to me about a month ago, and the reason why I'm only making the video now is because in 2 weeks, at the Blade Show 2015, he's going to be bringing a handful of these with him. These are the full customs with the Chad Nichols stainless Damascus. See if I can get my camera to focus with the new lighting. My apologies. There we go. Beautiful compound grind, beautiful Damascus. But he's going to be introducing a mid-tech variation of these as well. And the thing is, a lot of times what Serge does is so out there, so unique and so different that they get snatched up immediately at whatever price people can pay for them. So what he's decided to do is make a couple of mid-tech knives, and this is going to be one of them. Now, the reason why I mention this is so different for me is, like I said, I don't really like a non-locking knife. However, what he's done here is he's given you the accessibility and the usability of a flipper, as you saw, and it is a nice, quick, snappy little flipper. But what he's done is he's running a double detent. So you have a detent that keeps it closed, and when it's open, it's got just enough detent to keep it from just falling closed. Now, this is not going to be any kind of hard use knife, obviously, so keep that in mind. You're not going to be doing all kinds of digging and chiseling and stuff with it, so you don't really have to worry about it folding up. This is going to be your interesting little pocket knife for cutting envelopes or just, flicking the bean, playing with your friends, showing it to them, and just having something different and unique in your pocket. So I actually like it for what it is. This is a hell of a lot of fun. I've been playing with this thing pretty much non-stop for the past month, to the point where, as your girlfriend or wife ever looked at you and just went, oh my God, you can't keep your damn hands off of it, you just keep playing with it, you're going to wear it out. And then she talks about how much you play with your damn knives. Yeah, that's kind of the thing that I get. I'll be sitting there on the couch and I'm doing this back and forth, and I don't know if it's because I'm annoying her while she's trying to watch her DVR General Hospital, or she's really concerned that I'm going to wear out the knife. I really don't know. But she's like, Jesus, you just keep playing with it. You're going to wear the damn thing out. No, I'm not going to wear it out. And that's the beauty of a finely constructed knife. What I dig about this is it'll drop right in the pocket. It disappears. The whole thing open is only 5 inches. When it's closed, it's only 3¼ inches. You've got a 2-inch blade, and it does serve some usable purpose on a very light cutting task. It's got a nice edge on it. As you see, he's done some beautiful grind work here. Even on this tiny little surface, we've got a nice top swedge. You see the two completely different grinds on here. He's really done a beautiful job. And of course, anytime you use Nichols Damascus, you're getting a beautiful pattern, nice exotic look. Now, you can just drop it in your pocket, which is what I've been doing, or you can use the pocket clip that's provided on there. Me, I don't know that I ever would. Maybe to fit in that little pocket watch pocket on your jeans, possibly. That might work. I don't know if, would that really rub up against your primary carry knife? I don't know. I've never really tried that. because I don't really keep any knives this small. Oh shit, now I feel the need to try it. So I guess that's what I'll be doing after the video is over. You'll have to excuse me there, my cell phone is going off, my apologies. Normally I put that on mute. So what you've got here is something that's fairly practical. It's tiny, it's small, it's unobtrusive. Maybe there's just going to be that day where you can't carry a big knife, you're just wearing a pair of shorts, t-shirt, you're running out of the house real quick. You just want something tiny to throw in your pocket. Maybe a bit of a gentleman's folder, something a little bit more, I don't know, easily concealable in suit pants. It's entirely up to you. Everybody's going to have different needs. But I will tell you this, even if you're not typically interested in a micro folder, again, that's the category that I fall into these days, I think you're going to find it interesting. I think you're going to find it fun just to sit there and play with. And that's really what this thing is all about. Now, yes, they can get a little bit expensive on the customs, because you got to realize, and excuse me, that discussion has been raging on in the video for the coin claw, and people just won't stop about it. Listen, it's not just about the cost of the materials. You want to get really pissed off? Go buy a pair of prescription eyewear. The most expensive eyeglass lenses in optical cost no more than $2 to manufacture. Even if you're spending $400, $500 on Verilux and all kinds of crazy expensive stuff like that, they didn't cost more than $2 to manufacture. It's not about the cost of the materials. It's about the amount of work that goes into this. In the design work, in the research and development of it, the developing the prototypes, all the work that goes into it, and then sitting down and making all of these individual components and putting it together and making something cool. And that's where I think the mid-tech is really going to play a big part in Serge's business over the next year or two. Because when he's able to put these out in mid-tech form, everybody's going to be able to afford them. Well, I don't want to say everybody, but they will be much more easily obtainable. This is a damn beautiful knife. It's very, very well made. Let me give you some nice close-ups here, as long as my camera focuses. There's that nice clean edge on there. There's your blade stop. Great finish work on the titanium. I love that rustic old look that he applies to so many of his knives. It definitely identifies his products out from everybody else's. Everybody wants to make something shiny and new and fancy, and Serge obviously has the capabilities to do that. But he gives you this really cool aged, weathered look to it, even though it's a brand new product. And there we could see the detent right in there. Bingo. I was a little bit unsure when I first saw the pictures of these last year about how easy it was going to be to flip. Because number one, it's tiny. You're not holding on to a big knife, and you don't have a flipper tab back here. And really, that probably would have been more difficult to deal with because of the size of the knife and the way that you have to hold it. So by putting that flipper tab forward, it actually makes things a lot easier. You do want to take care. I mean, it is the kind of thing that when you're holding it like this, it could slip out of your hands. But the more you get used to it, the easier it actually is. And it is fast. And it will take a little bit of getting used to. The first couple times you do it, you're going to want to do this, and it's not really going to open up on you. You really have to get that right angle on it. And it just zips right open. So anyway, I just wanted to give you a brief look at this. Listen, I've sung Serge's praises quite a lot when I did that video. He's a wonderful guy. He's an incredibly talented artist. This is not the only stuff that he does. He makes a lot of different products that aren't even related to knives. He's an incredible artist, and when he takes that artistry and that frame of mind that he's in and applies it to knives, he does something that's different. And if you get the chance to go to a big show like the Blade Show, you're going to go to hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of tables. And after a while, things start to kind of blur together. You're always going to have signature looks and different styles from maker to maker and manufacturer to manufacturer. But when you get to a table like Serge's and you really look, you go, wow, there's really nothing else here that has this kind of look, that has this kind of feel. And that's what I find a breath of fresh air. So definitely stop by and visit Serge at his table at the Blade Show. If you're there anytime after noon on Friday, he probably won't have anything left on his table, but excuse me, definitely go by, visit him, say hi to him and his lovely wife Julie, get to know him, and if he has anything left there, pick it up, play with it, get an idea of just how cool his shit really is. And listen, after a while, when you get to the point where you've become a collector for a while and you own a lot of knives and you've had a lot of knives pass through your hands, it's at that point that you begin to really appreciate something that's just a little bit different. And I think this is just different enough to pique the interest of most any collector. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and go for now. I'm going to try to catch up on the backlog of videos. And again, guys, I really apologize between the move and getting incredibly sick over the past couple of weeks. Just haven't had the chance to do it, but I've got a lot of videos you guys have been begging for. I'm going to try to get them out over the next few days and over the next couple of weeks before I head out to Atlanta for the show. And of course, after that, I'm going to have a lot more videos to do. And until then, I'll see you guys on the next video.